Good morning and welcome to the Morning Marketing Minutes brought to you by 3T Academy. I'm your host, Billy, and I'll be taking you through today's top market stories and analysis. Today's show is proudly hosted by Double Bottom Trading, where we bring you the latest in trading strategies and techniques, man. Before we get into this crazy day, we're going to need some serious motivation because that market, the SPY, bro, it is doing some bipolar stuff. I don't know if it's in a toxic relationship with the S&P 500 or if they got some drama going on with the NASDAQ and the Dow. But it's in its feelings, man. The thing is jumping off cliffs left and right. So we're going to need to stay positive and have a good train of thought. Lady A, what you got for us?
All right. This morning's motivation for April 4 is your worth is not a negotiation.
Yeah. And you know what? You determine your own worth. Whatever that worth is, nobody else can determine your worth or your value, man. If someone else determines it, you're at the mercy of however they feel about you. So your worth is your ceiling. If your self-worth isn't where it needs to be, you're never going to live up to the dreams and the aspirations and the vision that you have because you don't think you're worthy of it. If you know you're worthy of it, then the abundance is going to come to you. The universe knows if how you feel about yourself, man. Yeah, that self-worth is huge. That was a good one. I appreciate you, Lady A. I didn't even need to hear that one twice. That was on point. Know your self-worth, man. Got to know this. So important. Every one of us are worthy. All right. Y'all ready to do this? We're going to get into the Fear and Greed Index and see what we're popping off today, man. I think there's going to be some wild things coming. Let me share my screen. There we go. Where are we at? Screen one. All right. Can you see the Fear and Greed? I'm going to assume you can see it because my team would tell me if they couldn't.
Okay. Yes.
All right, so we're sitting at a 58 on the Fear and Greed, man. We're popping right in those 50s. We've been between 51, 60, 63. Ain't seen a 60 in a week or two, but we're staying right in that range. And that's kind of where we want to be. There's been a lot of movement in the market. We've had HOUR pop off. We've had TOPS pop off. Was it top or tops? I think it was top that popped off. So the market's really going crazy right now. So if you can really have a plan put together and be disciplined in your plan. Remember, you're never going to hit the bottom. You're never going to hit the top. The money's in the middle, man. You got to get where the meat is. Let's go check out FinViz and kind of look and see what the market's doing. I just opened up Thinkorswim, so I'll take a look at it. Wow. So the Dow is down 270 points. The NASDAQ is down 55, and the S&P 500 is down 28 points. I don't know if this is like a stock market version of My Three Wives and they're getting a divorce or something, but there's some serious stuff going on in the market, man. I had to go there. You know, I can't help it. It's just me. So you can see the market, man. It was trying to test those bottoms. You've seen some doji star forms. Started wicking down real bad. And then, man, my team was going nuts. Started wicking down real bad and started showing signs of some sell-off and some bearish indications. The team and I was watching it yesterday. Kyle called out a great golden pocket. April had some good resistance levels in there. And once we just waited for it, not for the setup, for the breakout, that's where the money was. And the whole team got paid yesterday. So again, today, we're going to wait and see if this is going to curl. I know this is saying 409 in the market right now, but I know in after hours, we went down to 405. So those are some serious levels to break. I do think between this week and next week, we're going to see the 300s, in my opinion. But it's going to take one level at a time to get there. But that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for those levels. And once those levels break, whether it's to the upside or to the downside, that's when we're going to make our move. So today, we're going to wait and see what support is. If we can confirm support on the SPY, well, yeah, we'll see. As far as top gainers, after we put our watch list together with the team, if there's nothing moving and we can't find anything, the plays aren't setting up, I doubt that's going to happen. But you can go look at some of the previous top gainers, IMGN, APM, HCDI, ACGN, GDC, and there's our bad boy top. Just keep those on your list. The volume's more than likely going to still be there, whether it's on the upside or the downside. If it's an ETB, easy to borrow stock, then you can probably short it. Yeah, there'll be multiple options from there. So let's go get into the morning squawk real quick, fam. See what the news is talking about. All right, Thursday, May 4th, not enough. PacWest explores options. Hey, look at IPO and ready for Apple earnings. I won't read all of it. We'll just go high level. Not enough. The Federal Reserve on Wednesday raised its benchmark rate. I think they went up a 0.25. We'll let Dustin talk about that a little bit. We're getting to that place, man. They said they're going to bring us to 2%. It's going to be a painful 2% to get there, but we're going to get there, I have a feeling. PacWest explores its options. Yet another California-based regional bank is in dire straits. Shares of PacWest already down about 72% through Wednesday's close. Man, we're about to get so monopolized in the banking area. It's just going to be nasty. But keep up to date with that. Check out Jay. He talks about it all the time. And then the third one, hey, look, an IPO. Kenvue, the consumer health being spun out of Johnson & Johnson, priced its initial public offering at $22 a share Wednesday night. So it'd be interesting how that stock moves since the break off. A little too expensive for what I like to trade, but if you're looking for some long-term stuff, long-term things, that might be something to look at. Just do some long-term analysis. If you need some help with that, come in the academy, come check out Double Bottom, and our TA team can help you out, i.e. April and Kyle. All right, ready for Apple earnings. I never played before the earnings. I really don't ever play earnings. I played Tesla a couple times on the earnings. It's not that you can, it's just not something I'm a big fan of. But you can definitely play it. Just understand what the earnings are, what they're looking for, what time their earnings calls are. Go back if you can listen to previous calls to try to understand terminology, percentage markets, or data points that they look for and things like that. Just make sure you educate yourself. I don't care about Google. I do not care about Google. All right, man, let's get into some of this other stuff. Dustin, you here, bro? Yeah, there you are.
Yeah.
What we got going on Market Watch, man?
Yeah, so Market Watch today, just briefly to back up for yesterday, you mentioned about the Fed's raising the rate a 0.25% yesterday. And so this was the 10th interest rate increase in just a little over a year. So just kind of looking back on that, realize it's 10 increase. Gosh darn. They did drop a little hint as well about possibly the interest rate hikes coming to an end soon, but you know, who knows what that's going to look like. So on the with today, what we're looking at is, as usual on our Thursdays, the initial jobless claims report. That's always our big one. So to kind of briefly go back over that, what that means. It's basically a report that measures the number of jobless claims filed by individuals seeking to receive unemployment benefits. So we always go back to, if the initial jobless claims are down, the market will often rally up. If the initial jobless claims are up, the market may slump. So that's kind of what we're looking for with the initial jobless claims report. And with the continuing jobless claims report, so basically what that measures is it measures the number of unemployed individuals who qualify for the unemployment benefits insurance. Doesn't mean they're actually taking it, but it just measures the number who qualify for them. Then we also have a couple others coming out today: the U.S. productivity report, the U.S. anti-labor costs, and the U.S. trade deficit. I'm really interested to see the U.S. trade deficit report at 8:30. But we have a bunch of them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reports coming out at 8:30. So we'll keep an eye on those and see where those numbers kind of point. All I have, Billy. Back to you, sir.
Thank you, fam. It's interesting how when you hear the White House press secretary talk about the jobs reports and jobless claims, man, I don't like her numbers. I don't trust her numbers at all. I trust Dustin's numbers more than I trust the White House numbers. And that is the fact, Jack. All right, let's look at some DXY and let's look at some SPY. Miss April, what do we have going on? Can you tell us about the DXY this morning? What we got going on? What can we look at for?
Muted.
Still muted. Darren did it.
Thank you, Darren. Or maybe I did. I don't know. Okay. All right. Where are you at? I hope you're seeing my DXY screen.
We do.
Okay. Fabulous. Sometimes I move my screens to different ones because I like a different view some days. So this is the DXY on the daily. Nothing special, just sideways action between these two channels right here. So there's really not much going on.
What's that level right there if we break it? That should be a run up in the SPY, right?
You mean if it drops down to this level right here?
Yes, ma'am.
This level and this level, these are the long-term levels back here. This one is at 99, 80, 866.
I see a serious trend line on that thing.
I don't think she's going down there. This is the daily.
Look at that trend line from your top green candle.
Up here?
Now go up to the next one, the very high one. That's it. Yeah, right up there.
Up here. Yeah.
It's a strong trend down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what it does, man. Appreciate you, fam.
Yep. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Still probably a sideways day. I mean, we can go down in time frames, but if you want the overall what's happening in the market, this is the 15-minute. This is if I would be trading it, I'd go here. And this also is what I look at when I'm trading the SPY, just kind of floating back and forth.
Yeah.
So if I shrink this is that channel that we've seen on the daily.
I'm kind of waiting for a fake out breakout. It's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good analysis. Great. All right, Kyle, what you got for the SPY, bro? Where's some golden pockets? Where are some good supply zones we could load up at?
Yeah, I'm seeing some pretty interesting stuff here. So, all right. So if we pull up a fib here, this is from more recent swing high down to the swing low. The golden pocket, it's sitting right inside of it right now, as you guys could see. What happened last time it got to the very bottom of this golden pocket? Boom, shot up, right? But I'm also seeing something else. So that's a possibility that we touch here and we go back up again. We just trade within this red channel that I have here. That's a possibility, but this is also another possibility. I see something else setting up, and this might take a few days to play out, but it kind of would coincide with what you're saying. Is I'm seeing a double top. So we crack this symmetrical triangle right here. You know, who knows where we're gonna go? This thing's gonna get bloody.
Yeah, I think that'll be our next level.
370.
Yeah. I agree. Wholeheartedly. That makes
it real bloody. So
I just want to put a put out there and just hold it for like 30 days. Just to be real, just a small put, just to hold it, man. But I'm not going to. We're disciplined. Now is not the market to be holding over. Good job, man. I appreciate you, fam.
No problem.
All right, now we're gonna get into the SPY. At least on what we're gonna look at as far as levels and stuff. You guys can see my screen. So I'm seeing the same thing as what Kyle and April were talking about. We had this huge just break to the downside. This is where we made our money yesterday. It was during this break. We were tripping, you know, at 407 and 410 and things like that. I mean, we just took a absolute dump. This thing, I told you, was in a toxic relationship. I guess the restraining order didn't work, and this thing just didn't like the stock market no more and went crazy. So we need to find a good support level. I don't know if that's that 405 yet. Let's go ahead and zoom it out a little bit. So remember, if you can't find a good support level, zoom it out a day or two. So we're gonna go 5 days. Auto zoom this out. That way we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So we need to be able to see the past of where we could go. Look how many levels we broke. Now we're down here to the 405. I'm really not seeing, I'm seeing something down here, but nothing in the past far enough. So if we can't see it, then we need to go back a little bit more. So we got it at 5 days. Let's go to 10 days. Still on the 5 minute. There we go, 403. So there's 404. It's 404 right across that base. And if you look right here, look where it was. Hit this level, right into this level, and then that's where it stopped. So, man, possibly I would start putting alerts in at the 404.38. But the actual put, I would probably put in if start breaking this 403.78. I want a good break of it, man. So I'm thinking 403.60 on the downside there if we can get down there. you could start looking for them at the 405.17, but there's some good support in this little area. Not a lot though, just to be real. So if this thing slices, it could really slice again. And that's what we're waiting for. Just don't, in my opinion, don't wait for the setup. Let it actually make its move and then scalp it. I hate that word and I hate saying that, but that's the market that we're in right now. Faye knows how much I hate that word. But just to be real, man, that's what you have to play right now. Don't play the setup, play the breakout and scalp the shit out of you. You're going to have to go a little heavy with your order price. You can't, it's going to be a little harder to DCA into it. You got to hit a lick and get out. Rip the Band-Aid off if the thing goes sideways on you, all right? Get up out of your play, because if it goes sideways, it's going to go sideways. It's going to save you, or, make sure you lose $10 and not $100, $100 and not $1,000. You don't want to blow up your account. Keep those stop losses tight. Let it do its thing. As far as on daily, I'm kind of seeing the same thing that the team was seeing. We try to give you different pools, like April does the DXY to help us see an inverse of the market, and maybe we can get a jump and see something that's coming. Kyle likes to do his golden pocket and then some really good analysis on his fib levels and stuff. So we're trying to bring more data points in that make sense for us to help us make some even better decisions. So you can see that we were in this play when it cracked the 13, and we were trying to see if it was going to go down and touch this 50 again. Came up, had some serious rejection at 414. This is where we was putting puts in for the last couple of days. Now it's taking this 2 level down. What I'm seeing though is we don't really have more than 3 days or 2 days red. It's very rare that I've seen. Yeah, 2 days here, 2 days here, 1 day, 1 day, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 1 day, 2 days. Here's 3 days. Here's a 3 days, but that was March 1st that I see the first time it did it. So it's been a minute since it's done the 3 day. And I think if we get a third red volume day, we're gonna touch some serious levels, man. If we crack this 405, we're looking at this 404 right here. That 404.38, we start getting below that. I have no problem saying we're gonna touch that 400. I think that's gonna be a good bounce area, but we gotta wait for it to make its move. So at that 403 area, let it make its move, and then we'll catch it on this ride down. And then the out will be right there at that 50 day. I think we'll go down and touch it. I got a 50.
That 403 level, 403.85 is what I've got it marked out as. And there is 16 touch points and 13 of them just fall right through that level. So that is not very strong.
And that's what we want to hear. I have no intention to put calls in. Like, this is not a market right now for me to want to put calls in. I feel like
What's up, man?
If something happens, I have a better shot at going sideways and I can make the money off the puts. Hence why we don't take contracts in the same day unless it is a call. That was a very good thing I think April came up with, and Kyle, is that you take a call on the same day, but if it's a put, you give yourself a day or two, or even to the end of the week. We'll go more into that. Any questions so far? I like how this analysis is going. I'll stop sharing my screen. Like abs now, man. All right. And I guess that's a wrap for today's Morning Market in Minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and informative look into the financial markets. Remember to stay up to date with the latest news and analysis by visiting our website at 3T Academy and following us on social media. Big thank you to our host, Double Bottom Trades, for bringing us the best in trading strategies and techniques. And until next time, I can't say it enough. Go seize the fucking day. Don't be a victim. Don't be an anchor. Be an engine and go take your life, man. Your choices are the hell you choose to be in. Don't be in the hell that you're choosing to be in. Make different choices, man. You can come hang out with us and deal with all these lovely people. Some good vibes over here. Seriously. I love y'all. Have a great day.
Have you gotten wrecked in the crypto market space or watched your crypto portfolio go all the way up and then all the way down without taking profits? If so, it's probably because you didn't have an exit plan. The good news is that doesn't need to happen anymore thanks to a new and innovative crypto tracker called Merlin. It's the smartest way to track your crypto. Merlin brings all your coins into one place so you can see all your assets across the different exchanges on one screen. You can see your total portfolio value and, more importantly, your daily gains, losses, and totals since inception. Merlin puts the power back in your hands so you no longer have to guess what your portfolio is doing on a daily or monthly basis. Most importantly, Merlin lets you create an exit plan and sends you notifications when your targets are reached so you no longer have to get wrecked in the marketplace. Go to merlincrypto.com, that's merlincrypto.com, and sign up for our free 30-day trial and get on the wait list so you can receive an email when the product is launched. Don't miss out on this new and innovative app, Merlin. It's the smartest way to track your crypto.